The backwaters of Kerala, with their serene beauty and lush landscapes, had always been a place of solace for those seeking refuge from the chaos of modern life. But beneath the surface of the placid waters, an ancient force lay dormant, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Aryan, along with his friends Meera, Priya and Vijay, had come seeking adventure, blissfully unaware of the darkness that lurked beneath the tranquil facade. As Aryan stepped off the rickety bus, the air thick with humidity, he felt a mixture of excitement and anticipation. The laughter of his friends echoed around him, each of them eager to explore the beauty of the backwaters they had heard so much about. Aryan, the self-appointed leader, had meticulously planned every detail of their trip, booking a houseboat, arranging for a local guide, and even packing a bottle of whiskey for their nights under the stars. Yet, as they approached the village, an unsettling feeling began to creep into his mind. The villagers regarded them with a mix of curiosity and suspicion, their faces a tapestry of unreadable expressions. Children ceased their play, retreating behind their mothers, while the elders whispered among themselves, casting furtive glances at the newcomers. Aryan dismissed it as mere curiosity. After all, tourists were likely a rare sight in this remote corner of Kerala. However, Priya, with her keen intuition, sensed the tension in the air. "They don't seem too happy to see us," she whispered, her gaze lingering on a group of men standing by the water's edge, arms crossed, their faces grim. Rajan, their guide, arrived shortly thereafter. He was lean and wiry, his sharp features betraying a hint of nervous energy. With a curt nod, he led them to the houseboat, a modest vessel adorned with a thatched roof. As they boarded, Rajan hesitated, his eyes scanning the water with an intensity that sent a shiver down Aryan's spine. "We should stay close to the village," he warned, his voice low and urgent. "The backwaters, they're not safe at night." Aryan chuckled, dismissing Rajan's warning with a playful clap on the shoulder. "Relax, man. We're here to explore, not sit around. What's out there? Crocodiles?" Rajan's lack of laughter only deepened Aryan's unease, but he brushed it aside, eager to enjoy their adventure. The first day unfolded beautifully as they marveled at the breathtaking scenery. The sunlight danced upon the water, casting shimmering reflections that seemed to invite them into the depths. They swam, took countless photos, and shared stories as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in a riot of colors. Yet as night enveloped the backwaters, the atmosphere shifted. The water, once inviting, now appeared dark and foreboding. The sounds of the night, crickets, frogs, and the occasional splash felt amplified, echoing in the silence. It was Meera who first noticed the ripples. Sitting on the edge of the boat with her feet dangling in the water, she felt a sense of unease wash over her. "Guys," she called, her voice trembling. "Do you see that?" The group gathered around, peering into the dark abyss. For a moment, there was nothing, but then a deep thud reverberated through the boat, as if something immense had struck it from below. Panic surged through them. Rajan rushed to the engine, his hands fumbling as he tried to restart it, but it sputtered and died, leaving them adrift in the dark waters. The laughter that had filled the air moments before was replaced by nervous whispers. "It's probably just a fish," Aryan said, but even he could sense the fear creeping in. The tension escalated when a deep, guttural growl echoed across the water, sending chills down their spines. Then came the scream. Vijay had leaned too far over the side, trying to catch a glimpse of whatever was lurking beneath the surface. In an instant, something powerful and unseen grabbed his arm, and despite their desperate attempts to pull him back, he was yanked into the water with a sickening splash. His cries for help were swallowed by the night, leaving only silence in his wake. What followed was a blur of terror and confusion. The group frantically searched the water with flashlights, calling out for Vijay, but the darkness offered no answers. Rajan, his face ashen, finally broke the silence. "It's Katala," he whispered, his voice trembling. "The water demon. The villagers have been trying to appease it, but it's not enough anymore." Priya, her hands shaking, demanded to know more. "What are you talking about? What's Katala?" Rajan's explanation poured forth in a rush. Katala was an ancient spirit, once revered as a guardian of the backwaters. Over the years, neglect and environmental destruction had twisted it into a vengeful monster. The villagers had attempted rituals and offerings to keep it at bay, but their efforts had become futile. The creature was hungry, and it had tasted blood. With dawn breaking, the group made a desperate decision. They would venture to the village on foot, using the mangroves as cover. The journey was arduous, the dense foliage closing in around them, the ground slick with mud. But it was their only chance. As they trudged through the swamp, they stumbled upon an ancient shrine, hidden deep within the mangroves. The stone structure, covered in moss, bore carvings depicting a serpentine creature, its mouth open in a silent scream. Rajan fell to his knees, muttering prayers. "This is where it began," he said, his voice thick with emotion. The group realized they were not merely battling a monster. They were facing a force of nature, a being wronged and seeking vengeance. The final confrontation unfolded at the shrine. The creature emerged from the water, its massive form illuminated by the pale light of the moon. It was a nightmare made flesh, a serpent with glowing eyes and a mouth filled with jagged teeth. Its body shimmered with bioluminescent patterns that pulsed with an eerie light, and its webbed claws tore through the mangroves as it advanced. The group fought with everything they had. Armed with sticks, rocks, and the offerings from the shrine, they battled the creature with the desperation born from fear and the instinct to survive. Rajan led the charge, his fear transformed into fierce determination, while Aryan, humbled by the night's events, fought alongside him. Priya and Meera worked in tandem, using their wits to keep the creature at bay. The struggle was chaotic and frantic, but in the end, they managed to drive the creature back into the depths, where it vanished with a final ear-splitting roar. Exhausted and battered, the survivors returned to the village, greeted not with suspicion, but with respect. The villagers performed a ritual to appease Katala's spirit, and the group watched in silence, their hearts heavy with the weight of their experiences. As they boarded the bus to leave, Priya cast one last glance at the backwaters. The water was calm again, reflecting the clear blue sky. Yet, as the bus pulled away, she thought she saw a ripple, a fleeting disturbance that vanished as quickly as it had appeared. She remained silent, but the look in her eyes conveyed a profound understanding. Some secrets were best left buried, and some waters were better left undisturbed. The backwaters of Kerala returned to their tranquil state, their dark depths concealing a truth that few would ever know. For those who had faced Katala, the memory lingered, a haunting reminder that nature, when wronged, could unleash a terror beyond human comprehension. The beauty of the backwaters was undeniable, but beneath that beauty lay an ancient power, a force that demanded respect and reverence. In the end, the adventure that had promised excitement had transformed into a lesson about the delicate balance between humanity and nature, a reminder that some waters, no matter how inviting, held secrets best left undisturbed.